Day 16. Whew. Well, we didn't sleep great last night because it was super windy. Also, our next door neighbors were assholes. They left their lights on super late. It was like a bright light on the back side of their trailer too, not even facing their front area. So I'm not sure why they had it on, but super obnoxious and annoying. Anyway, welcome to the Sierra Estrella at sunrise. Yay! We are ready to hit it. It's supposed to be in the 90s again today, so hopefully we'll get the hard part out of the way first. That's getting out of this park, 6.5 miles, and then it's pretty much flat after that. The goal today is to make it down towards the beginning of the South Mountain Preserve and the west entrance. So about 21 miles, some say, I think. We'll see how it goes. So far, I've been within a half mile to a mile of my guesstimations for these mileages. So that's cool. Better to overestimate than underestimate. At any rate, this day isn't going to get any cooler, so let's get this going. And we're off again, kind of fumbling our way around the inside of the rodeo arena area. Where you come into it, there's a sign that shows you how to get to the nature center on the Maricopa Trail, but not really how to get back out again on the other side. So, thank goodness I had last year's track because we stumbled around last year too. This year, just slightly less stumbling. Anyway, look, beautiful desert morning. Yay! Well, this is a little confusing. Which is it? Yeah, look at this. And the Maricopa Trail only goes 2 ways. But no. Hey, good grief. Oh, hello, Bob. You old so-and-so. He's gonna be trying to kick our ass all day today. Hello, beautiful. Aside from the fact that the sun is staring you straight in the face, you look around back here, and this is awesome. You would never guess that the entire Phoenix metropolitan area is right over on the other side of that hill. I do love this park for that. You get well away from the crowd of town, and then also a little bit higher than the air pollution and haze in this park, which is nice until you get to the other end and you see the brown gook you're about to lower yourself back into. Look at this beautiful tree in bloom, all covered in bees. They're all busy here while it's still a little reasonable out here, kind of like us. I can see the outline of the speedway in front of us and a thick white haze. Oh, nope, whitish brown. It's like beige. It's definitely ew. But ooh, look at all this. Hello. Oh my God, what is that thing? It's coming right for me. Ah! Well, cruising right along here. We're at more than 3 3/4 miles through the park. Nice. I believe it's 6.5 miles from the camp area or the arena to the parking lot over by the raceway and the competitive track. They have a competitive track here. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe just high schoolers or track meets or something like that, I'm guessing. But beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Glad I have my umbrella still. That thing is holding up really great. It definitely was resistant to it at first because it's heavy. And it's not horribly heavy, but it's heavier than nothing. And I wrestle with it frequently, and it's virtually impossible to use the poles and the umbrella, which is why I'm glad we're doing this early before the sun's too intense, because I'd definitely rather use my poles on an actual trail than wrestle with my umbrella. And there is a nice breeze. Oh, thank goodness. I only remember like one decent climb in this park. And I think it's that mountain over there, that little hill. But we go up a hill, like switch back up a hill, and then drop down to the parking lot by the Speedway, which I also would like to get out of before it's too hot because it is just a giant asphalt heat sink. Otherwise, it's a good day out here. Got a fine breeze kicking. Yay! Because it's still cool. And there's a little pokey mountain I like so much from last year. I forgot to look up the name of. Great day in the desert. It is nice to start the day on a trail. Even better to get the climbing out of the way before it gets too hot. And there's the white tanks way over there where we started yesterday morning. That's one of my favorite things about hiking is like being able to look back and seeing like, wow, I walked way over here from there. It wasn't even like a straight shot or anything. It's not like I walked a straight line. Wandered all over the place on this trail to get all the way over here. But there's just such a feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction. I love it. All right, well, that's our climb in front of us. I was hoping we might make it in time to get the shade, but oh well, it is what it is. This is really the only significant climb we will have to do all day. So knocking it out before 9 a.m. is awesome, but it is already roasting out here. Well, I will say one thing for this climb. They don't want you to work too hard. You know, look at all this switchbacks everywhere. If you know me, you know I don't usually video going uphill because I'm usually breathing heavily and not in a good way. But this isn't that bad. Whew. Nice views too. Well, there you have it. And thus ends the climbing portion of our day for the most part. Whew. Look at that beautiful haze out there. Ew. What should we do? Let's go walk around in it. That'd be great. Awesome. At any rate, we're headed down to the Goodyear racetrack facility. Want to sort of jam through that because it is all asphalt, and so it just shimmers and it's hot. It's gross. And then we'll be getting over to the Tres Rios Wetlands, where we unfortunately learned last year that the water going through the wetlands is really not good to drink because it just came out of the waste treatment plant. Found that out the hard way. I'm still waiting to grow my extra limb because that water was nasty, full of chemicals, and who knows what else they missed. I mean, they treat the waste, which they really get it all. I'm so speechless. That car dusting out of the parking lot. Oh my God. There were two girls, they were up here on the trail and just loud as shit, shrieking, hollering. They just did a little burnout and a little spin around like they're on their victory lap at Indy 500, hooting and hollering to get out of here. Oh my goodness. I'm like totally judgmental, but like probably 20 years ago, I don't know, I might have found myself doing the same thing and thinking, oh my God, This is so rad. We are so awesome. Look how cute we are. And we exercised today. We should definitely burn out in our Prius in the parking lot. What is more badass than that? And we're like about 6.5 miles, I'm guessing. That's what they give you is the mileage from the rodeo arena to the competitive track parking. 6.5 miles, and the pole portion of the day is already over. Crazy. And I think all told today is like gonna be probably around 21 miles. But anyway, right now that we're down, go find some shade to reconfigure everything. Get the umbrella out, because hello, entirely exposed planet. Blech. And I did find that when I have the umbrella up, I don't really have to worry so much about sunblock, and I don't have to wear that sun shirt, which was really effective, but it's hot as hell. So I don't mind missing out on that. Oh, there was a sign pointing this way. Hope I'm doing it right. I think so. Ooh, let's get the hell out of the sun. Go find some cover. All right, we're getting to the entrance of Tres Rios Wetlands. It's sort of like off the pit parking area, or the special parking area at the racetrack, the Phoenix Raceway. There used to be a sign. I could have sworn there was a Maricopa Trail sign there, but it's gone now. So I guess you just have to have maps. Even though this trail is extremely well marked for the most part, no trail is infallible. You should always have some kind of map. Alrighty, here we are at Tres Rios. Little quail, canoe fishing. Oh, and there's no Maricopa Trail sign here either. There used to be, and it pointed off that way. We fell for that last time, but it's actually this way. I'd rather walk down the dirt. So, Tres Rios is a City of Phoenix property. It's actually owned, I think, or managed by the Water District of Phoenix. Look at this trail. Here's your trail. It's like, I remember this from last year. Man, you could have an army just walking along this thing shoulder to shoulder. You have to have a permit to walk through or use Tres Rios. It's a free permit. It's available online at the City of Phoenix website. I'll try to remember to put the link to get your free permit, which they'll just email to you right away. I think it's good for 6 months. This unit is open from dawn to dusk every day. So last year when we came through here, I was looking on the map, where can we get water? Because this is one of the most important considerations. And, Tres Rios. Well, there's water everywhere. Check it out. Of course, we're gonna just pick up water here. Now, there were porta pots here last year. In this vicinity, there were some people fishing with a dog. Fishing is a more popular activity here at Tres Rios. I don't remember this water being so close. Wow, this is cool. But anyway, yes, there's a strong tidy bowl odor because all of this water was recently treated and released from the ship plant down the road or down the trail. And we learned that the hard way. That's why today, even though there's water everywhere, there's not a drop to drink unless you want to just completely disgust yourself. So we're gonna dip off trail at the end of this segment of Tres Rios to hit the Circle K and get some real water there. And frankly, I'm super excited to get rid of this Goodyear water because that shit nasty. Alrighty, so since we can't get water out of the rivers to drink, we are gonna dip off trail. There's a Circle K, maybe a quarter of a mile off trail with not hideous water. But we just have to figure out how to get back up to Avondale Boulevard, which looks like it might involve some climbing. No. Gotta get up there somehow. We gotta get this water. Good times. Well, it can't be too hard to get up to the road. Look at this mess. Just disgusting. All over. At any rate, there sure is. We can pop up there and take the walk back up to the road. But Jesus, people, get your shit together. Well, this was not bad at all. Other than the climb out of Tres Rios, there's pretty much flat. And it is literally the first stop sign once you get onto the road. I don't know that was a half a mile. It didn't feel like it. But I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good today, so let's try and carry this feeling into the rest of the day. Because this is getting hot, and we're going to be out in it, walking canals, most of the rest of the day. Lovely stop at the Circle K. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I ate a packet of a family size or a share size bag of peanut M&Ms. Man, those things have 480 calories in them. Also, 90% 90% of your daily value of added sugars. Well, but yeah, I had that and slammed some Powerade, brought some with me to go, packed out a tall boy. I'm starting to be hiker trashy again. It's all starting to fall into place again. Houston, we have a problem. Notwithstanding the fact that these socks are like crunchy, because this is day 3 of wearing them now. That big hole wasn't there yesterday. Not that I wasn't even there when I put it on this morning. This trail has eaten like, I think this is the 4th pair of socks I've blown through. Good grief. I don't know if it's that I'm just harder on socks now, or it's just the grit that gets stuck in these and then just grinds them into holes, or and gingies are just getting cheaper. I have no idea, but holy smokes. I wear these shoes for blister protection. They're kind of my silver bullet against them, so I'm pretty much into them for whatever. The one day on trail I wore regular socks. I was anxious the entire day, like, I'm going to start getting blisters any minute now. So, yeah, I got Gorilla Tape. I'm going to do some sock surgery. And mission accomplished. Little Gorilla Tape to the rescue. Just try and clean the sock up as much as possible. There's another piece of tape on the inside of the sock. Let the socks dry out a little bit before you try and stick tape to them. But this way the tape sticks to itself where the hole is, and the tape will stay on a little bit better. So hopefully these will at least make it through today. I have another pair of socks I can put on, but there's a hole in one of them too. So I don't know. I might just wear 2 mismatched socks tomorrow. I've already been wearing one of these socks inside out because I had 2 left socks. So if you have in gingies and you lose one, you just turn the other one inside out. If you have a spare, like 2 lefts, and hey, you got a pair again. Looks like sometimes they get water down here. Woo, won't want to be here then. That's funny. It says most land is private, and then somebody came back in and like blurred out the part where it says fuck it. It just says it. That's funny. But especially here in Arizona, where most land is not indeed private, most land is public, and it's all native. So, fuck it. Back in Tres Rios, we're in like the second part now. This place is super popular with bird watchers. This whole area is part of an Audubon important bird area. So that's cool. They've made their waste treatment plant into a marshland and nature area, which is why the water district is what controls this area and not the city itself, like Parks, Parks Department of Phoenix. Well, I see the collection of tubes is still here. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, that could be fun to like take a break in if we wanted to. But hey, or like individual sleeping pods. Well, frankly, those look like they might fit too. Tubes. Revel in the sweet sounds of nature. The trickling water, the cottonwood floofs drifting lazily through the air and up into my sinuses. Nice. And then now I want to know where the body at. Look at all the trees in bloom. Oh, Palo Verde. I don't know what the pink floof trees are. Ooh, that one's super floofy. Ah, that might be cottonwood. I have never seen a cottonwood. No, so that's not cottonwood. This is cottonwood. Got different leaves. I don't know what the pink floof ones are. I bet John C. knows. He knows all the botany moves. He is my botanical hero. Alright, we're getting our views of South Mountain Preserve way up there in the distance with all their fancy radio and cell antennae at the top. Oh my gosh, it looks so far. We are roasting out here. It's super humid being surrounded by poo water. So I mean, at least we got that going for us. But damn, it's probably already in the high 80s. Like 12:30. We have to walk all the way to those South Mountains because we're camping at the base of them this evening. After we get out of Tres Rios, which is still, we get these lovely peekaboo views as they use in the real estate world of poo water. We get to smell it almost the entire way. What are those?
Cottonwood.
I've never seen giant floofs that big. Yeah, oh my God. I just start mainlining the Claritin right now. But yeah, once we get out of this, we are gonna be just walking along entirely exposed, open, and virtually undeveloped canals all the way to South Mountain. That should be fun. If it wasn't poo water, I would be swimming in that right now. There's a little bit shade, so we came over to stand next to the water, and oh my goodness, that's a fish right there, good sized one. There's a couple of people over across the lake doing some fishing. I don't know if they come out here and fish for fish to eat. I mean, I don't think I would, just because this is all shit water. And we didn't even want to drink it, so having it like regurgitated through a fish and then eating the fish, I'm not sure about that. But look at that. That was a big feller. And they're like healthy looking too.
I'd eat it.
He'd eat most anything though, so that's not really like a legitimate endorsement. Somebody did not make that cast. Whoops. Yeah. Right in front of it's funny, the last time I walked by here, there was a big heron, I think, sitting in the water right in front of the sign that says this is a globally important bird area. I just walked up on another big bird that flew away, so I don't know what it was. But it's It is. There's a lot of animals here. It is pretty cool to just come and hang out. If you can stand the smell, it's a great place to hang out. Ooh, great blue or a big blue heron. I see stuff like this. It makes me wish I knew more about birds. But I'm already like in remedial plant learning mode. Wow. Raging waters. Neat. If this is the Phoenix you're accustomed to, you're not wrong. But we also have this. Nom 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 nom. This is what happens when the fish, the algae eating fish in your tank, have an unchecked growth area. I did not expect to see that, but hey. Oh, and by the way, fever. Yeah. Apparently it's rush hour at the wetlands. Just got passed by a tractor. And now we got, whoop, here it comes. At least they're not driving fast and dusting us. Not like we don't have enough issues out here already. 2 must-haves for the Maricopa Trail. Probably any time of the year you're doing it. Sunglasses, because oh my God. You'd get cataracts from this if you didn't have any. And a sunbrella. I would be dying out here without this umbrella. Janky. So once out of Tres Rios, we have this. This could also be described adequately or accurately as janky road walk. Yeah. You walk on a shit shoulder that's full of broken glass and sharp rocks. Nice. So this is actually part of the Maricopa Trail, part of the year, I think. Or there's an area around here that they said you had to do a detour part of the year because of bald eagle nesting. I thought that was it, but maybe it's a little bit further south. Another unfortunate part of today is be walking into the sun pretty much all day. Woo! But luckily, we'll at least get off this road soon, but then we'll be crossing through what is equally accurately described as some janky ass desert. And this is unfortunate that this part of the area does not appear to be particularly well cared for and certainly not respected. Boo. Whew. Well, if you're in the market for home furnishings that are slightly used, probably especially that, out here's the right place. We got your tires, and it's like a regular department store out here. I mean, like if department stores were disgusting and gross, and oh my God, this is just, ew. This is, janky is not a good word for this. Janky indicates an element of fun. This is just horrible. Come on, Phoenix, get your shit together. This is fucking gross. I don't remember the boat from last year. That was definitely new. This was definitely my least favorite part of the trail last year. Just because, I mean, this is like some Mad Max shit out here. It's just disgusting. And mainly it's people that are too cheap or too lazy to take their trash to the dump. So they just bring it out here. This is state trust land. And dump it. I'm glad we're a little bit, like we're doing this the opposite direction now, because if we had remained on trail going clockwise, we would have had to find a place to camp somewhere in this state trust area, which obviously would have been horrible. I mean, look at this. You got the rocks, everything broken. Oh, someone's disgusting old rug. Oh my God. This is hideous. And it doesn't look like there's any less trash here than there was last year. Construction supplies. So clearly keeping this place at least minorly tidy is clearly not a priority of the state of Arizona, because it's their land. I swear every time I come out here or turn a corner, I see some new ridiculous thing. I mean, Jesus, someone left their 1960s era or style. Oh my God, like, well, it's hideous. So I would have thrown it in the trash also. But hey, in the trash, not in the middle of the desert. This is not the dump, just feels like it. All right, well, hopefully, actually, definitely, this will soon be over. This is definitely like the worst part of the trail so far. And now that we're almost done, I can confidently say it's probably definitely the worst part of the entire trail. It's disgusting. And I'm glad I have to pretty much watch my feet the entire time with every step. Because if I look up, then all I can see is all the trash that people have left out here. It is just a combo of disgusting and very unfortunate that, like, the absolute worst terrain, or not the absolute worst, uphill sand's the worst, but you know, we're having to walk through this. You can't walk through it fast, you'll really heal an ankle or fall. I don't want to fall out here. I don't want that to be the story of how I got hep C. Jesus. But, so you're kind of forced to walk through this hellhole very slowly, just so that you can really get a great feel for the place where people drive on this shit road, who knows how far, just to dump their household trash out in the middle of the desert to avoid paying a dump fee. Like, I feel like this is worse on your car. It would have been just cheaper to go to the dump. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I don't understand economics. All right, well, creeping up on some hope here. Get out of this hot, disgusting, miserable hellhole. Oh my goodness. It was gross last year, but it was nowhere near as hot as it is right now. So, you know, we got that going for us. And again, the trail sort of like, it seemed like that other road, we got off track a little bit because we got to a junction, there was no sign. And so I took the more southerly route because that's where we're supposed to be going, is the south. But it turns out I was wrong. So we jumped back on the right trail. And yeah, you're basically just walking. There's so many right angles on this trail. It's like, why do you do this? This is not the best, easiest way. Or did you want to just walk us past montons of trash and dead animals? And there's definitely more than one, because I didn't even smell that sheep, but I smelled dead something before and after. Ooh, God, I mean, it's just a bone-jarring nightmare. At any rate, soon we get to the Laveen conveyance channel, which is nice. And I see here again, I see a junction coming up. There's no signage anywhere. I vaguely remember this from last year. I do remember having to wear my solar panel on my chest like Iron Man because I was almost out of power. I'm having the same issue today because hey, guess what? Extreme temperatures are not good for your electronics. So even though I woke up with a 100% charge on my battery this morning because I plugged it into the external overnight, it's already down to like 50%. It's barely 1 o'clock. So that's a problem. I'm gonna have to top it off again. It's a good thing I got to top it off quite a bit at the restaurant yesterday. Right now, believe me, where would I rather be? Roman's Oasis or the apocalyptic landscape that I'm currently traversing? Pro tip, Roman's has beer. Oh, dust devil over there. Right, so since we made it out of the worst of the disgusting part of the desert, although it still smells like chlorine and chemicals and trash and dead shit out here, we did find a little bit of shade in the shadow of this huge power pole. And then actually we actually from here, we follow this power line pretty much all the way down to the casino. As soon as we sat down here, of course, the wind picked up and started blowing dust all over the place. There's a big ass dust devil right there. Oh my God. So hey, when I get valley fever, this is as likely a suspect in terms of locations as any. Ugh. All right, well, 7 miles of exposed walking down a mostly empty canal. Woohoo! Good times. When you do the Maricopa Trail, do it in January. Don't be dumb like us. There wasn't water flowing like this last time. The birds are loving it. And it's not poo water. It's going towards the poo plant. It's probably just full of agricultural chemicals. At any rate, what you're looking at here is what we'll probably be looking at for the next 2.5 hours. Sweet. It just wouldn't be a proper trail without some cows. But at least those cows have some shade and some water. Oh, look at how curious these cows are. Hello, cows. They always let you think they might let you come up and tap them on the nose like you cute little blondie. But no, they always run away. It's a big trick. It's a game they like to play with us. Looks like we got a sinkhole. Like, it's fine. We'll put traffic cones around it. Can't be bothered. 7.5 miles of wiggly concrete. Yay! Nothing your joints and feet love better. All right, so we found there are a couple of little pocket parks in these neighborhoods. This one's like right on the trail though, pretty much. So it's like, oh my gosh, shade, trash can, picnic table. We're able to come in here and try and cool down a little bit because even though the weather bug says it's 88 out or 86, it definitely feels 10 degrees hotter than that. So screw you, weather bug. Oh my God, there's a huge dust devil out there. Is at least, now a breeze is starting to kick up again, but oh my God, the air was not moving and it is just ungodly hot out here. Holy smokes. I had to put on my my cool leggings. I threw away those Injinjis because they were just actually, I think, hurting me more than anything. So now I'm wearing socks with no toes, so I'll be anxious about that again until we get down to the casino. We've only gone like a mile and a half since the last time we stopped, but it's just so gross out here that the going is hard. This is the last pocket park because as soon as we hit the next canal, this is actually where we bailed out last year and I went over to the Mud Pizza at Laveen. But now once we'll pass that canal, it's back to agriculture and just completely open, exposed walking with really no opportunity or possibility of shade for 6 miles. And it's supposed to get hotter. Lucky us. Hooray for hiking. Yay. Alright. Two dum-dums over and out. So snafu and bullshit. Oh my god. So the trail is supposed to follow these power lines. It's a straight shot to the casino. That way, this is the trail we've been walking on, which is the Maricopa Trail. But when you take it that way, it goes to Laveen, which is where we got out last time. In order to follow these power lines, we need to be on the other side of this canal, which doesn't look like much, but it's definitely more than I'm comfortable with trying to jump across and not hurting myself or falling in, especially with a pack. But what really irritates me is that there was no signage anywhere. There is no indication that like, oh, hey dummies, at that bridge way down there that you've already crossed and passed over, yeah, you need to go to the other side of the canal. No help like that. So now we're looking at possibly having to walk all the way back to that road just to turn around, cross to the other side of this canal and walk back. I mean, like, it is horrible out here. There's no cover, no shade. I mean, it's just, this is so frustrating. So, you know, thanks. The Maricopa Trail has been blazed so well so far. You just naturally assume that you're on the right track walking down the, conveyance channel. But nope, you get down here and you're totally screwed. And now that I see it, oh, hey, there's a Maricopa Trail sign up there. There was no signage anywhere that would indicate to us that we should go over to that side of the canal, because on the other side of all of this is the Salt River Indian community. So we're not trying to trespass on tribal land, just wandering around. If you're supposed to get off a marked trail, tell a bitch, because now we're probably adding another more than a mile to this hike if we walk all the way back there. So I'm just kind of thinking, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just jump it anyway. This is some bullshit. I don't want to go all the way back. Worst happens, get a little wet. I mean, we can't very well get any dirtier than we already are. We'll just have chemicals on us now. All right, he's going for it. And one of the problems is that there's a lot of mud and it's very slippery. So good job, babe. Nice work.
Need help?
I'm sure I will. Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, this should be fun. Maybe he'll probably video me. This will be good. Remember our last water crossing was, not nearly as shitty as this one. Like, literally shitty.
You may begin.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so close. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that in slow-mo.
Well, we're on the right side of the fucking canal now. Yay! I didn't get wet, but I did almost not make it. And I kind of jammed my ankle a little bit, so sweet. Also, my umbrella fell on the canal, so I had to chase it about another 2 tenths back the way we came. Oh my God, I totally jinxed us when I said we were having a good day earlier. I should have kept my mouth. Whatever. On we go. All right. Back in the right direction. Oh, did I mention that this entire time I've had to pee? Like, I've had to pee since we left that table. Since before we left that table. But yeah, no place to pee. Can't even use my pee koi. Hopefully once we get out of this neighborhood, like dip off into a bush or something. Oh my God, that's some bullshit. Ooh, it's almost like nature. Ooh, except for the weird scummy foam. Ew. But it is pretty nice and cool in this shade. Okay, well, at least on the plus side, walking on this side of the canal and down this, even though it sucks being all open, like this just flat dirt wasteland out here, is that this is delightful surface to walk on. And it's starting to get a bit later in the day, and so the shadows are starting to get longer again. Thank goodness, because whew, we are cooking out here. I can literally feel my brains like increasing in temperature. And I feel like that can't be a good thing. Like I have thoughts, but I can't actually express them because I can't put the words together. Not a good sign, not a good sign. Definitely be glad to get, well, frankly, I'll be glad to be done with this whole thing. I mean, y'all know right now, right? That we're only out here on April fucking 20th because we're stubborn and stupid. Like, we tried this trail last year. This is our 4th go at it this time. And pretty much doggedly determined to either finish or die trying. So far, with this heat, I'm feeling like death might win. Oh, there's a vulture. Not dead yet. Asshole. So hey, today we did like a little 6.5 mile jaunt through Estrella Mountain Regional Park, cruised through the Tidy Bowl Wetlands, the garbage dump, along a hot-ass canal, which we subsequently had to jump because of lack of signage or direction on the trail. What do you think we should do next? Oh, I don't know. How about tomorrow we get up and walk the entire length of those mountains? I mean, it's only supposed to be like 88 tomorrow. Of course, it says it's 86 right now, but it feels like 100. Should be awesome. Eesh. But that's the first thing tomorrow morning. We're gonna get up early. I am totally down with the Nightcrawler Dawn Patrol to get up and cruise through that as quickly and as early as possible. Because today, once it started getting hot, it was over. It was just miserable out here. And then it's an 8-mile walk back in town through neighborhoods and more canals to get back to where we got extracted last time. And that'll be the end of the main loop. Inshallah. My bad. I thought it was the Salt River. I mistakenly said the Salt River. Indian community is Gila River Indian community. And oh, hey, look. See what's helpful? A sign that tells us which side of the damn canal we should head down. You know, in order to avoid, hey, no one jumping that. Goodness. Alright. Up. On the downside, we lost any chance of shade. Awesome. Alright, so it's 4 o'clock. Pretty sure that's the casino, that giant building way down there. Oh yeah, there's huge neon flashing light. Yep, that's the casino. And look, it's pretty much straight down this canal. I wonder how long it will take to get there. Let's find out. So what we have here is basically the Florida Trail in Arizona. Walking along a windy, which I'm actually appreciative of. In Florida, not so much, but I'm loving the wind here because it helps with the temperature a little bit. Windy canal, walking in an entirely exposed, full sun, next to water you can't drink. I mean, if you prize your life or, you know, want to continue to have a good quality of life, you shouldn't drink it. It's probably all full of all kinds of agricultural runoff, in addition to your garden variety poo and whatever gray water people toss out of their houses. At least here there aren't any alligators, so we got that going for us. But yeah, no mosquitoes either. No burning fields of sugarcane. And interestingly enough, at the end of this long canal walk, much like my last one, is an Indian reservation. This one, I hope, has beer. We got a murmuration out there that was so big. When they initially took off, you can still kind of see the dust cloud that they left in their haste. Crazy. Oh, hey, by the way, there's the Sierra Estrella Mountains from this view. I mean, we only really ever got into that part up there. But look how, this is a significant mountain. You just wouldn't know it until you walked around it, I guess. Well, as it turns out, it didn't matter what side of the canal we were on after all for that particular segment. So I guess they just neglect to put the trail signs where it's actually helpful. Oh well. I mean, overall they do a fantastic job. So, you know, a little glitch in the matrix is cool. Nobody died. I just got a little hurt. So once again, there's no sign to tell us to cross over this canal or get off that canal. It just goes up there. I'm not sure where it goes after that. But I finally found, I'm like, I am so hot, I'm cooking. I'm like really dying to like sit down and cool off a little bit. Only shade around, dead dog. Awesome. What could possibly happen next on this adventure today? I mean, we've had a little of everything. Oh, there's little bugs going by. Oh, it's swarms of bees. Awesome. Man, I hope none of them get stuck on my umbrella and get mad and sting me in the head. My head is already on fire. And we sat down under a tree a little bit ago because I am extremely overheated. Like my body core temperature is way too high. I'm a little dizzy and nauseous. So we sat down for a while. It's not really helpful though because it's hot air. Earlier the breeze was cool. Now it's just kind of like getting blown around by a blast furnace and spitting dust out between your teeth because you're eating dust devils. And yeah, we are once again, though it looks like there might be some up there, but we are once again in a position where we're nowhere near any kind of cover or shade. So just FYI, if you choose to do the Maricopa Trail, be prepared for this segment because it is definitely a shitty section of this trail. Like, I will never do this again. And if I do, okay, well that just sort of takes away the never, huh? But if I ever do this part again, it's gonna be on a bicycle, on a full moon, in the dark. Well, except for that Tres Rios part because, like, who knows what sketchy characters are out there dumping trash. Guess that part needs to be done during the day. Also doesn't seem very bike friendly. I think I just don't do that part ever again. It's disgusting. But yeah, this is not fun hiking. Freeway's right there. We're walking to a casino. And then we're in a situation where once again, we don't really have any place to camp. Of course, they have lodging at this casino if you want to pay $150 for one night, which I do not, because the plan is to wake up at 4 a.m. and start hiking at 5 at the latest, because we have to walk the entire length of South Mountain, 16 and a half miles, and there's no water in there. So we've already both gone through almost our entire 3 liters that we brought for this, I think 12 mile stretch. So you know what that means. We got 4 liters to go, and that's also a problem because the only place to get water is at the casino. So if we're going to the casino now and then going to South Camp after, it's going to be hard with water. I have to get him to bust out his 3 liter bag and at least put some water in it just for camping tonight. And that way we each have 4 liters to walk with tomorrow. Because this is brutal out here. And this is truly, very much and truly dumb behavior. I mean, we should have been out here in February. We maybe should have given up after he blew out with all those blisters the first time. Or the second time. But no, here we are now out on round 4. My goodness. But hey, just a couple more miles to the casino, maybe 1 more mile to get to some place where we can camp. Found a nice wash, looks nice. You know the best thing about it? It's not $147. Other than that, if that casino had been at all reasonable, I would have got a room. Because I could definitely use like a cold shower. A long shower too, because this girl's crusty. Holy shit, you have no idea what a difference just this little bits of shade make. And there's water running on the side, so that helps a little bit, especially when the wind comes through to touch the water, cool the air down a little bit before blowing over us. Oof. But oh my god, there's so much dead stuff out here. I feel like I have the smell of dead things, dead animals, hopefully animals. Well, not hopefully, but you know, stuck in my, like in my palate or something as I taste it. That's not really a skill or a scent or a taste I would wish on much of anybody. Pretty gross. Definitely makes it, I have no appetite. Whew. And drinking now is hard because the water's hot, which is disgusting. The electrolyte water, oh my god, it tasted like dead stuff. Whew, what is dead? Holy smokes. It's not fair that I can smell these dead things. He can't smell anything. He smelled the sweet blooming thing a minute ago. Dead things? Nah. Well, so much for the shade. But at least we're almost in shouting distance of that casino. Thank goodness. I wonder if that's the trail we'll be on tomorrow. I mean, if it is, it's actually a good thing because we're doing it first thing in the morning. We'll have plenty of time to get up that hill before the sun starts hitting it. So the sun be coming from that way. Oh my goodness. I am definitely looking forward to this segment being done. Really pretty view of the mountains though. God, it's so hazy out. I wish you could see it better. I wish I could see it better. And they do look beautiful. The Sierra Estrella. So here's our turn where the trail crosses under the 202 loop. And we have to figure out how to continue following these power lines. But yeah, so coming back out to this after getting sorted out at the casino. I need to cool down and fast. This is definitely detrimental to my health. Unfortunately, the casino is still a good, man, I don't know, looks like a half mile away. We've already done over 20 and a half miles today in just this raging heat and full exposure. It's a nice morning, so I guess I'll hold on to that, because after that, the day very quickly pretty much went to shit. Anyway, they have a fat burger at the casino. I would be excited about that normally, but unfortunately I don't even have an appetite right now, so that's super frustrating. But all right, just this. I guess we do continue following this for a while. Yay. I'm not seeing where we're supposed to go. I guess maybe back down to the power lines, but we have to cross the street anyway. So we'll figure it out. I was wrong. The trail didn't cut under the highway back where I thought it did, so that's good. I mean, the closer we can get to this casino without getting off trail, the better. Because as soon as we step off, it's bonus miles. And frankly, I just don't have a lot of those in me right now. It is just devastating out here. Yeah, I would just like to go curl up under that bridge, whimper a little, cry me a river. Well, since at the casino, the whole road along the casino is fenced off with barbed wire. So I wasn't sure if we would find there would be another entrance to the casino off this just sort of side service road. So I saw a break in the barbed wire. So we went under that. Oh my goodness, the hits just keep coming. It has been like endless. But hey, we're almost to some relief. Mainly, man, I really just want a glass of ice water. And I really want to put like a cold washcloth on my forehead, on my neck, on my chest. Get rid of this headache. I definitely have heat stroke or, overheated. I've just had too much sun. I can't even fucking talk anymore. Yeah, I'm out. Anyway, well, this is a much better. I don't feel nearly so bad. I mean, I still don't know how far we are from the casino, but this is where the trail turns off and goes under the highway, which, frankly, that might be a good place to sleep tonight. All those under bridges are super quiet, and we're kind of, I think, far enough out here that there won't be really any sketchy people around, because there are no businesses around here. Not a lot of houses either. You got the res here, but other than the casino, there's nothing else going on. So that gives me a little hope that we might be able to just sort of throw down in there. That'd be all right. All right, well, there's the giant sign. Where is the ice? Holy shit, finally. This has been a lot more bonus miles than I anticipated. So note to self, if you do the Maricopa Trail and you don't want to walk all the way over here, and you might want to, I still hope to get up an appetite for some fat burger. There's a Panda Express in here too. But should you not want to do that, then cache yourself some water underneath the bridge. Since it's trail only, people can't drive there. That's the way to do it. Oh my God. What a miserable segment.